Hello, and welcome to drillingcontractor.org. This is Kelly Ainsworth from the 2017 OTC in Houston. I'm with Dr. Patrick Sullivan, founder and CEO of Oceanit, who gave a presentation at the conference earlier today. How are you doing today, Dr. Sullivan?
I'm great, and it's an excellent conference.
In your presentation, you mentioned that Oceanit focuses on disruptive innovation. How would you define disruptive innovation?
Disruptive innovation are ideas that fundamentally challenge the status quo. So it can be in a business model or it can be in technology itself. And usually in disruptive innovation, you have people that love it and people that really don't like it. I think right now with $50 oil, a lot of companies are working to make changes and disrupt their prior business practices, which includes technology and business models.
How can partnerships between oil and gas companies and technologies companies encourage the adoption of new technologies in the industry?
Well, we've been working through a process, collaborating with big companies, especially operators. We call it corporate codevelopment. And the way to think of it is to move a technology to market, you need technology, you need market, and you need execution. So we take technology risk. They basically take the market risk off the table. And by listening to what they need and exactly how they need it, we can give them something that's really useful versus trying to give them something we might imagine that they need. So from our perspective, it's a great opportunity to reduce market risk. And they have the benefit of getting a technology that's exactly the way they need it, and it helps us work with them. So it's actually an excellent partnership.
Can you tell us about the collaboration you recently did with Shell on the skin technology?
Shell's been a wonderful company to work with. The issue we addressed with the nanotechnology is the interface between the steel and the cement, the bond. So you hear about bond lock, and I think with what we're doing, it may eliminate the need for squeeze jobs to go back after the fact and pump cement. Because by treating the surface of the steel, we make the steel cement strength multiple stronger than it's ever been. And it seems to be highly durable. We first deployed in Pennsylvania in the Marcellus Shale, and we've been deploying in the Gulf of Mexico. And the results have been excellent. So it's been a great collaboration, but we had to listen carefully to what they needed and the way they needed it. I mean, they're the experts, but we know technology. So it's a good partnership because they essentially, them and their other partners, the other major oil companies, reduce the market risk. For us, it's a great relationship.
What can companies do to encourage a spirit of disruptive innovation in their own culture?
There's a couple things. First, ideas come from differences, not sameness. So you want to have different kinds of people involved in conversations around innovation. When everybody's exactly thinking and operating the same way, innovation is really weak. And so I think that's the first thing. The second thing is it's kind of hard to step back and critically ask questions about how you're doing. We do this in a very systematic way and a very disciplined way. So I think any company can adopt this way of thinking, but you have to kind of take what you think you understand and challenge pretty much everything. So we all suffer from groupthink and functional fixedness. It's like you only think you can do one thing one way. And we're kind of, it's a challenge that people have because you can only imagine the world in one way. So you get people from different perspectives, especially younger people, and you try to listen to them. Sounds silly, but I mean, listening is really important.
Well, thank you for joining us today and giving us your thoughts on disruptive innovation.
You're very welcome.
And thank you for joining us on drillingcontractor.org.